Hello, my prospective legal homme du jour. My name is Ashley. Welcome to my channel. This is my personal experience. There is no algorithm when it comes to education. Everybody is going to have their own experience. That's the wonderful thing about having so many different perspectives out there, is that you can learn so many different things from people. However, I just want to say that my experience may not be yours. I just want to make that abundantly clear. So, number one, there are so many different legal fields that you are going to come across that are going to pique your interest in law school. That was initially my favorite thing about it. It was like a whole world of opportunity opened up to me. What I thought I was going into to do one thing turned into another, which turned into another. I am definitely that person that can't make up my mind. So I think for now, what I've discovered, I'm very excited to be pursuing. I personally interested in working for the FBI. Personally, for me, I want to work in the human trafficking arena. That is what motivates me. However, that may terrify some other people or say absolutely not. But for somebody else, that might motivate them. There is tax law, there is family law, labor, and employment, which I think is very cool. Learning about Title VII and so on. Pedagogy may interest you, being, in a position to teach, legal research or what have you. There's so many different opportunities. So that's the lovely thing about it. You are not going to be stuck with criminal law, civil law, or something to do primarily with litigation. I know that's the stereotype when it comes to law school, is that every lawyer is an attorney, but that's far from true. That most people will tell you. In fact, most of the people that I have met have strayed away from public interest jobs, generally speaking. So don't feel like you're in a box. That's the great thing. I think all of us have come from the top of our classes somewhere for the most part. We all were pretty smart people. You have to be to get in law school. So if you made it this far, the only person that you should feel like you're competing against is yourself, because you did it. You did the hard part already. So there's nothing you can't complete at this point. That said, everyone else may be at that same point in their life as well. And that's okay. There's going to be lots of people who come with their own talents. There's going to be a lot of people that have already worked in the legal field, quite honestly. And you may feel like they're a little bit further along than you. That's a lot of times far from true. So don't worry about being the smartest person in the room anymore, because you're going to find yourself on a swift decline if you find that competition is primarily what motivates you. Everybody's lying. Lawyers lie. Who would have thought? No, lawyers, that's a terrible reputation that I think everybody in the legal field should constantly be trying to refute. But in law school, it is going to be very common for people to put on fronts about their grades, about how well they're doing, about how far along they are at this moment, how long their outline is. It is just the natural competition that does come along with being in law school. Please do not be deterred by it. There's going to be a big emphasis that you see a lot of times on GPA and class ranking. I do try not to concern myself with it. Most people, law schools will tell you, try to fall somewhere in the middle of the curve. I think you should just go for the best you could absolutely possibly do and get through it. You're going to get through it, and that's the important part. Just know that when it feels like everyone else has everything going on and that you don't, know that it is normal to feel like you're in a constant state of confusion, and almost guaranteed many other people feel the same way, but they are too fearful to speak up about it. Just do what you can, whether that's getting with other students, whether that's getting with your professors, staying in those books, using the resources around you to understand the material, and not at the last minute. Absolutely do it. Anxiety, depression, my old friends. Introduce yourself to it. I shouldn't say that. No, don't introduce yourself to anxiety and depression. But if you are someone that is hyper aware that that's something you have struggled with in the past, particularly in respect to your academia, get it under control and get it under control early. It is very normal to feel anxious. It is very normal to feel depressed. You are going to be diving headfirst into a whole new world. That is a new language, that is a new lifestyle, and it is going to rock your world. So be ready for it and have those outlets. Anxiety and depression, whether it's something that is going to be a transient feeling or a constant state of perpetuity, is going to be up to you. Now, of course, there are particular types of each anxiety and depression that some people are just not going to be able to control. And of course, that may be something that you have to work out with your doctor, but just don't be afraid to reach out, is what I'm saying. I say this because I swept it under the rug for many years, and it all came to a head in law school. And if I had not addressed it when I did, it could have been something that could have kept me from continuing on. So I'm glad I definitely acknowledged that. Excuse me, getting tickle in my throat. I'm glad I definitely I'm glad that I definitely acknowledge that it's something that I struggle with and care about getting under control, such that I can continue my education in a healthy way. I wanted to talk about the ease with which you will encounter and develop relationships with people. Law school is definitely a place to find your tribe. What I mean by that is there are so many classes, so many nights freaking out about something, probably trivial, that I don't think I could have gotten through it without friendship and fellowship. You are going to need an outlet. You cannot, again, anxiety, depression, that will creep up on you and you won't even realize it. Now, I'm not saying do it with the intention of getting something out of it, but it is going to be so helpful to have those people there for you when you need it. I've often heard friendships expressed analogous to trees. And so, for example, there are people who you can consider like leaves, where whenever the wind blows, they're over here, and whenever the wind blows, they're over there. You know, they're people I like to call the people you go party with. You know what I'm saying? They're always there when it's a party, but when the real crux of things comes down to it, they're nowhere to be found. And when the season changes, they're gone, just like that. There are people that you may find are like branches. You know, they feel pretty strong, and you think they're actually going to be there for you, but the minute you try to step out on them because you need something, they're going to fall and break and leave you flat on the ground. But finding people that are like the root of the tree, that no matter how hard it's pushed, no matter how much stress is put on it, they are going to be planted and holding you down. That is so important. I often say it is so much better to have 4 quarters than 100 pennies any day. I know as I matured, there were a lot of things that I wanted to change about myself and my maturity and how I approached and handled relationships. And I saw that as an opportunity to show people the Ashley that I wanted them to see and that I want to be ultimately the best version of myself. And I was really proud at how well I did that my first year. My reputation was really important. I wanted to be a friendly face, a positive person, somebody that didn't have something negative to say all the time, or I wasn't like totally self-deprecating all the time. I am going to do Queen, acting all the way up. Can you not? Anyway. Really? What was that? Expect your lifestyle to change. This is not gonna be, what was your life before is not gonna be your life now. There is gonna be so much that you're gonna have to explain to your family and friends about why you can't come out anymore, about why you can't make grandma's birthday, about you know, why your husband's gonna be wondering where dinner is and he's gotta cook all the time now. Sorry about you. They have to be just as invested in this experience as you are, because you're essentially gaining all of this esoteric knowledge that they are not going to have and they are not going to understand, that they're going to feel really left out. There's going to be some friendships that actually might dissipate because of that. You also are going to have a little sticker grow, start to grow on your forehead that says free legal advice. And people are going to try to use that and take advantage of it as much as possible. And the last thing that I can say to expect in law school is that you are going to get out of it what you put into it. Go into law school and put your all into your experience, because ultimately what you gain is going to feel so rewarding for your hard work, having all these amazing friends that come out of it, that you guys got through it together with your blood, sweat, and tears, the relationships you gain with your professors. Get excited about it. Be a part of an organization or a couple of organizations, because you're going to get to know so many different kinds of people. And don't be afraid to get to know people that don't look like you, don't think like you, because being in a monolithic way of being has never been positive in our history. Learn something about somebody different. Go to all of the panels and the talks that the Black Law Students Association is having, or the Latino Law Students Association is having, or the Gay Straight Alliance, the Women's Law Caucus, whatever version of that you have at your university. Be a part of it, because it's such a small environment, generally speaking. We need to be there to support each other. I know that's something that I tried to do in law school. It can be a lot if you go right in and you try to be a part of absolutely everything, but ultimately just be a part of something, and something that's not just serving to you, but serving others, because that's what the law is. We are here providing a service to help our society, and this is the best place to prepare us to do that. So I hope that something here has encouraged you to get excited about law school, maybe even consider going at some point, or change your perspective about something in law school. This was really exciting doing this my first time. Kind of weird, actually. But please hit the subscribe button, like the video if you liked it, and let me know your thoughts, because I'm really excited to hear what you guys' experiences are and connect with a lot of you that are law students around the country. I would love for you guys to connect with me, and we can share our experiences together and get through this thing. Thank you guys so much for coming by. This was really exciting for me to launch my first video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.